Data-driven decisions require blockchain.
One thing that none of these technologies solve is, nor should they, is garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah.
So if the source is in error, whether it's EDI or any other technology or blockchain, it's just going to be an error in a data store, whether that's RESTful or in flight. What those technologies do is that, particularly when it comes to distributed ledger technologies and blockchain, is that it allows all the parties to see the same thing at the same time, at the time that it happens, and then they can act upon that in real time. It allows you to terraform, your ecosystem so that everybody's working off of the same source, single source of the truth.
Supply chain deep tier example.
Now, particularly in supply chain, what people are concerned about is what they call deep tier analysis, right? So you don't need to start and get all of your suppliers on board, right? You need to start somewhere and get 2 or 3 players to agree to handshake so that you can learn, you can understand some of the issues of data sharing, data ownership, data governance.
Yep.
How do you look at the governance of that information?
Interoperability.
Interoperability is really functions as, can your systems talk to other systems, the ease of which they can talk to those other systems, and any sort of underlying latency that needs to happen in order to do that. So I try and think about interoperability along 2 planes. So if you're looking at the horizontal plane, you've got data, and then what can you do? What additional activities can you do on top of that data? So whether that is business analytics, whether it's predictive analytics, whether it's modeling, whether it's artificial intelligence and machine learning, which is upon us along a vertical plane, those are really the different systems that you may have within your organizations or within your business ecosystem. So that could certainly be something like SAP, Oracle, MRP systems, ERP systems, CRM systems. It could be homegrown legacy systems. And so, particularly broadly any technology, you got to think about that. Specifically, for distributed ledger and blockchain, you really got to think about, look, what kind of malleability do you have with this system? Do you need it? Can you do without it? Because that's going to really drive the selection of who you go for.
ESG benefits.
When it comes to the ESG, dovetailed within that is your corrective and preventative maintenance programs.
Yep.
So now you get information real time as to the operational performance of your assets.
Right.
And, being proactive versus reactive. Hey, sensor is either off or something else is going on.
Yeah.
Let me get somebody out in the field, to catch it sooner. Being able to have a monitoring system on a real-time basis that you trust, that also helps when it comes to the ESG.